Hi everybody, and welcome to today's edition of Take 12 with Kate. We're going to start on all fours today, hands directly below the shoulders and knees directly below the hips, because we're going to do 12 minutes taking care of your neck and shoulders today. So we're going to start just by articulating through the middle and upper spine, dropping the chin, reaching those shoulders up towards the sky, rounding out the back, and then alternate that, dropping the shoulders back and down as you lift the chin, moving back and forth through this range of motion. Nice and slow and controlled here. Feeling this back between the shoulders, into the lower back, possibly middle back for sure, into the neck, but not feeling uncomfortable in any way. All right, last one here. Good. You're gonna let the hips drop back slightly here, and walk the hands forward, feeling a stretch through the backs of the shoulders here, and then you're gonna take your left hand, cross it over your right hand, and push your ribs to the left. So you should feel an increased stretch down the left side body. If it's comfortable for you to sit your hips all the way back and down, then that's fine. That's just an option for you. Otherwise, keeping the hips up is fine. You're focusing on the upper back and shoulder here, down the left side specifically. So just breathing into this. Couple of nice deep breaths here. And then you're gonna reset and then cross the right arm over the left. And then same thing, as you shift your weight back, you're going to push that right rib cage out. So you should feel a stretch all down that right side body. All right, a couple of nice deep breaths here. All right, gently releasing. And then from here, you're going to drop your elbows to the ground. And see if you can get your upper arms onto the ground or on towards the earth. Feeling a stretch now in the triceps. Maybe in the fronts of the shoulders a little bit. Again, be mindful, this shouldn't be painful in any way, but it should feel like a nice stretch through the triceps. All right, last one or two deep breaths here. And then gently release, bringing yourself back up into all fours, hands below the shoulders. We're gonna add a little bit of a twist to this. So you're gonna take your left hand, thread the needle, cross it under, and then bring your left ear towards the ground. You can use your right hand for support here. You should feel this stretch to the back of the shoulder now, maybe a little twist into the mid-back. Couple of nice deep breaths here. Once again, if your hips are down, that's fine. If your hips are up, that's fine. We're focusing more on the upper back here, so just let your hips sit wherever is comfortable. All right, gently release. Before we switch sides, you're actually going to take that left arm, and you're going to bring it out to the opposite side. So you're just going to sink down. That left ear is still going to go towards the ground, but you're going to reach that left arm out to the side. So this time feeling a stretch to the front of that left arm. Breathing into here. Just make sure that hand stays below shoulder height, so you're not reaching it up towards your head. It's horizontally, it's out to the side below shoulder height. All right, gently release, and then we'll reverse that. We'll do the same two stretches on the opposite side. So take your right arm this time, thread the needle, cross it under. You're going to bring your right ear towards the ground, bending into that left elbow for support, feeling a stretch in the back of this right shoulder. All right, one or two more deep breaths here. And then slowly release, bringing that right arm out to the side. Same thing, looking away to increase the stretch. Just be mindful, you don't want to jam your shoulder towards the ground. You just want to let gravity do a little bit of the work here and gently pulling your shoulder forward, feeling a stretch in the front of the shoulder and into the chest muscles. And again, ensuring that your hand is below shoulder height, so you don't want it crawling up here. We're stretching down in this plane here. All right, slowly release, walking it back. Once or twice more, just that nice cat camel, just to release all of that. And then you can slowly swing your legs around and make your way to a comfortable seated position of your choice. We're going to increase that twist. So if you prefer butterfly, soles of the feet together, if you just want to sit cross-legged, that's fine. We're going to anchor with the knees on this one. So grab the right hand and pull it across your left knee. And then turn through your shoulders and look back over that left shoulder. Good, feeling a nice stretch to the middle part of the spine here. We're just increasing that twist that we did in that prone position. Alright, release and switch. Left hand to the right knee, and then turning in the opposite direction. Breathing into this. Alright, gently release. Take the fingertips and you're going to clasp them behind you. Reaching the arms back and just lifting and lowering slightly. So you don't want to push past any restrictions here. You're just lifting and lowering. Just loosening up the front of the shoulder here, stretching out those pecs a little bit. All right, and then take your right arm. Leave it crossed back behind you. Fingertips or your whole hand, depending on your level of mobility in that shoulder. Just a little stretch for the muscles of the rotator cuff here. You may already feel this stretch, but if you don't or you want to increase the stretch slightly, take your opposite hand and just gently bring that elbow forward. So again, you don't want to overdo this. It should not hurt in any way, but it should feel like a nice stretch deep inside that shoulder capsule. All right, 1 or 2 last deep breaths here. And then release and switch. So we'll do the opposite side. And again, you may have different levels of mobility. One side compared to the other. So if that's enough of a stretch right there, then just holding that. If you want to increase that stretch, then gently bringing that elbow forward. You can use the opposite hand as a little bit of an anchor. All right, last deep breath here. Excellent. All right, rolling the shoulders back 3 or 4 times here. And then forward. All right, we're going to get into the neck a little bit here. So I just want you to draw a small circle with your head. If you want to imagine drawing that circle with your nose. You're just going to go 4 or 5 times in one direction. Nothing too big. And then switch directions. Last 1 or 2 before we nod the head. Yes, up and down. Of course, being mindful. Nice and controlled here. You don't want to crunch that neck back, but you can lift your nose if it's comfortable. And then shaking the head no, side to side here. All right, last one each way, and then we'll go ear to shoulder. So we'll go right ear to right shoulder. Just let your head drop in that direction. And then if you want to increase the stretch, you can press the left hand down and away. So we're looking for a stretch all down the left side of the neck here. And the more you press that hand away, the more you should feel the stretch. Should feel nice. All right, right, gently release, let the head roll forward and then to the opposite side, ear to shoulder. Just holding here for a moment. And then if you want to add that increase, then press that opposite hand away to add some intensity here. Breathing into this. All right, gently release. Bring the arms forward. Reach the arms forward or the hands forward as you pull the shoulder blades apart. We're actually going to retract the scapula. So you're going to pull your shoulder blades back and then push them forward. So just moving from the shoulder blades here. It's a pretty small movement, but you should feel an activation back between those shoulder blades and below them. Just moving through the shoulders. Arms stay straight. All right, last one here, and then push the hands away as you reach the arms up. Leaning to the right. Feel a stretch on the left side. 1 or 2 nice deep breaths here. Release. And then over to the opposite side. Good, sitting up nice and tall. Last deep breath here. And then reaching straight up, push those hands away. Release, gently let the arms fall. Roll the shoulders back a couple of times if you need to. Just shake it out if that feels nice to you. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of shoulder and neck tension release there. I know I carry a bit of tension in my neck and shoulders, so hopefully you found that helpful on today's edition of Take 12 with Kate, and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you and have a fantastic day.